What's good, YouTube? Antayami here, back with another video. And in today's video, we got our undefeated locals deck profile of Yummy Pearly. At first, I didn't think this deck was like super viable like that, but it actually played extremely well. It played extremely well at the last locals, but I was still pretty much learning the deck. So now with the deck being figured out a little bit more, I'm going to showcase the best version of, I feel like it's the best way to build a deck in this particular video. So if you guys been enjoying the content and stuff like that, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And if you guys want to leave a comment down below of any questions, I will definitely get back with you with those as quickly as possible. And I will actually go over some combo lines and kind of like some like spreadsheet combos and some really cool interactions that comes up a lot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the profile. Of course, if you guys are used to the channel, I like to start with my non-engine. So of course, you're playing 3 Fua, Car's Crazy, Must Staple, and we're playing triple Purrely, also very good. This is more of a board breaker approach. I'm playing like 14 non-engine for going second. So yeah, I think these 6 cards are just phenomenal for going second. It gives you a lot of advantage, and a lot of your cards in your deck are not once per turn. So more card advantage equals just like better board breaking opportunities. Of course, we play the 1 Talents, the 1 Call by the Grave, and we play triple Dark Really No More. So, yeah, Dark Really No More is insane in this deck because this deck can push naturally through a lot of boards with their engine, thanks to the Pearly cards, and the Yummy cards are just really insane backups. So not killing your opponent is like whatever, but if you can establish like a Noir or make up a Yummy inboard, it's really hard for your opponent to like crack back on that, especially if they don't really have like real follow-up and stuff. So Dark Really No More is so good into a lot of decks at the moment, and yeah, it's been really, really strong. And then the last non-engine that we're playing is triple Black Goat's Laugh. This card in finals, I went against a Yummy match, and just hard drawing this card and calling Snatchy when you set it, activate, call Snatchy, and they can't special summon Snatchy is insane. So it makes their plays extremely awkward, and sometimes you just auto win. Because when you're playing your deck, Black Goat's Laugh says that neither player can special summon monsters with that name declared anywhere except for the graveyard. Well, guess where your Snatchy is? Your Snatchy is in the graveyard. So you access the Snatchy where your Yummy player doesn't. There's a lot of other scenarios where Black Goat's Laugh is like really crucial, especially like if you go first and you know you're going against like Draco Tail, or if you're going against like Vanquish Souls, then you can actually use your Pearly spells to put this card in the graveyard. And if they go like Holy Sue, then right before they summon Holy Sue, you can banish this, calling it. And yeah, it's really, really, really good. And then you can go Beauty Suck Up and make big Noir. So fun. With that, I'm going to go ahead and showcase the Yummy engine, which is very, very small. It kind of works like a Fiendsmith engine, which I like about it a lot. But we're playing the triple Yummy Cup C's because it's like obviously the best Cup C or Yummy card. Very, very strong. And then we're just playing 1 Lollipop, 1 Cookie. And then we are playing both the field spells. If you're not playing this field spell, I will judge you. I think this card is very slept on and underrated. One's me so many games, especially going second, just naturally activating the card and protecting my board. If I'm playing like a Pearly push, right? So if I go a Crookie, normal summon Pearly, like it's insane because like they have to interact with the Pearly card because then it's gonna get so much advantage. And as soon as they do interact with it, then I can summon Cup C and crack the board off that. So no, I think this card is very, very strong, and I think a lot of people need to put it back into their main decks. I think it's insane that people cut it. I just don't think people know how to use this card to its full potential. So anyway, then you play Yummy Surprise. Yummy Surprise is obviously a one-up that you can play. So That's it for the Yummy package. Very, very strong. Next we are playing triple Pearly. This card is insane. You need to play 3 of it because it's so essential for board breaking, because the idea is you want to spam as many of these quick play spell cards, and you want to summon Pearly to get advantage. And if Pearly hits, it's like amazing. But then if they get interacted with like Imperm Veiler, just negated or whatever, you can turn one of the Pearly monsters into Anima, and then you can actually bridge it into your Yummy package. It's really, really good. Then we're playing double Purrely. I want to put this to 1, but there's so many scenarios where the second one does come up, especially since when I go into like draw phase, activate Pretty Memory, and then special summon Purrely, and it gets like Imperm. I want to have the second one in the deck so I can still use its effect to bring back my graveyard memories. So yeah, when I go second, I put it to 1, but the second one going first to me is like it comes up sometimes, so it's at 2 for that reason. Next, of course, we play max out all the quick plays. So 3 Pretty Memories, 3 Happy Memory, double Delicious, and double Sleepy. Yeah, just max out on all those names. Then I decided to play only 2 My Friends. I think 2 is just enough. You don't really care to hard open this because you have so many ways to access it with both of your Pearly monsters, and sometimes you can hard draw it, which is nice, but this is the only like Pearly card that's not once per turn besides Purrely, and seeing these in multiples can be kind of weird. So but yeah, it's fine. And then last but not least is Pearly, pretty mandatory in the Pearly deck. Moving over to extra deck, we have Anima, 2 Snatchies for space, of course. The Link 2, No or Mari, and then SP Little Knight. These are the 5 links that I'm playing in this deck right now. It's really, really solid. You don't really care for the 3rd link if you play it properly, but you can play pretty reckless and the 3rd link can't come up. But if you play it very, very nice, the 3rd link never comes up. You can just recycle it with your fill spells. It's fine. With the synchros, of course, you play 1 each of the Yummy synchro monsters. They're very, very broken. I would definitely say the Yummy cards are broken. Very good. And then of course you play the 1 Meta Marcher and the 1 Herald. 5 synchros. So that means after that we play our 5 Pearly monsters. So 5 links, 5 synchros, 5 XYZs. I always thought that was very funny. But yeah, 1 each of these because you don't really go through a second one, and if you do for like grind games, then you can use the trap card to recycle them back and have like 2 copies of the cards that you really need. So I think that's pretty much the self-explanatory with that. One thing I would definitely say, I think I said this in the last profile on one play I made. So I had a Plump on board, right? And then I used Metal Marcher to bring back my Cupsy Yummy Way. And then I activated a quick play Pearly spell. And then I used Plump Effect to attach. And then use Plump Effect to banish my Yummy Way. And since now it's going to come back on end phase and it was negated, it comes back not negated. So that's a really cool thing that I have done in turnips before, and it's really funny. So yeah, that's a little cool thing on that. Going into my side deck really fast. Made a lot of really hard concessions with the side deck, but I think it's really solid, and the side deck patterns are so much easier now. So much easier, right? So of course we're playing the triple D barrier. D barrier is just insane because it shuts down the Mirakumo, the Ritual Mizurugi. It shuts down the mirror match, a pseudo mirror match with Yummies, and then it also shuts down the one of your worst matchups, Draco Tails. And you just pretty much auto win on the spot. The reason why I'm playing 3 is because I'm not playing the Thrust package, because I feel like the Thrust cards are not, well, yeah, Thrust is not as strong in this version because a lot of times you're discarding a lot of cards out of your hand, and a lot of the times I rather either just hard draw the cards I'm even searching for or not. And the reason why I think it's better to play Thrust and Pure Yummy is because they can either search engine or non-engine, where this deck only search non-engine. If you can search cards like a Beating in School, which I'm obviously not playing because it conflicts with the Pearly cards, then it's great, right? But a lot of times when I'm noticing when I'm thrusting, I'm just searching the same cards over and over again. So I'd rather just hard draw it versus waiting my opponent to like actually interact with me and then set. So yeah, I think D-Berry is fine. I already main threat 3 Black Goat's Laugh. So like, yeah, if I hard draw Black Goat's Laugh, discarding it and using his graveyard effect is just still as good. Of course, I'm playing the triple Ash Blossom in the side deck. This is great for going first because you want to sometimes negate the Holisu special summon effect, and then also is good versus the Charmy cards, of course, and things of that nature. So it's really strong, and it's good to draw off your Noir if you do the draw 4 combo and stuff like that. So it's a clutch card. I don't think it's like super mandatory in the main deck at the moment for my build because I'm more focused on board breakers and more high impact cards. So in matchups where Ash Blossom is really impactful, then you can play it, right? Of course, we are playing 3 triple Draw and Lockbirds. I think Draw and Lockbird is really insane into a lot of different matchups. It's still very good versus Ryziel and Mizurugi and things of that nature. So, and it's still really good versus Vanquished Souls and stuff like that. So that's fantastic. Then after that, you play your triple Lancias. I'm still respecting Malice because Malice is still a very scary matchup. Not very popular. I haven't went against Malice in like all format, honestly, but just in case, right? For regionals, you probably definitely see it. YCS, you definitely will see it. And then, of course, the last card that it's been overperforming very well is 3 Fenrirs. So Fenrir is the same token as like if you're playing against like Vanquished Souls or Draco Tales and they want to play with monster hand traps on your turn, Fenrir deals with that immediately. Same thing with like Azuna. You don't really get hit with Azuna in this deck because your deck is so good into canine cards, but summoning Fenrir, getting advantage off of like searching for another Fenrir, and then also using your Pearly cards to discard like the Fenrir for like extra material, and you have like a killer, really oppressive card on your board. So that's why I've been liking Fenrir a lot in the side deck for mainly going first, but there's some matchups where Fenrir cooks going second. So but yeah, that's going to be the deck profile, guys. Thank you guys for all watching and chilling with it. Again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll definitely answer them, but I will be making a kind of like a combo tutorial on this deck and making that its own separate video so you guys have a better understanding. And if you guys want to have any thoughts or like things I can improve with the deck, because I'm always open-minded about how I'm building my deck. Don't think it's like perfect, but I feel like it's dang really close to it. At least it feels that way, at least. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.